welcome to Making Stories podcast. This is episode 20. We are officially in 2-0, which is very exciting.
Woo!
Tilly is pumped, I can tell. Hello. And welcome. If this is your first time here, well, you have 19 other episodes that you could catch up on because we're officially up to number 20. This is the Making Stories podcast. My name is Claire. I'm in charge of all things marketing and then some over here at Making Stories, and I'm in Nova Scotia. Over there is my lovely boss and super awesome friend, Hanna Lisa. And this is Making Stories. We have a focus on sustainability. We produce a lovely magazine with full of gorgeous patterns, and we have a shop full of sustainably made yarns that you can check out. And this is where we hang out for a little while with Tilly, apparently. And we talk about what's on our needles and what's going on here at Making Stories. So you are very welcome. And Hanna Lisa, do you want to say hello?
Yes! Hello, lovelies. I love this intro, Claire. I just have to say, and you very much underrepresent the work that you do, because Claire has saved my butt a million times over since she started working with us, which was, I think, just over 3 years ago.
Yes, 3 years. It was 3 years this month.
Yep. Claire just had her Making Stories anniversary, so congratulations.
Yay.
I actually basically have to, I don't know, like, I'm just super incredibly thankful that you're working with us.
Oh.
And, like, I don't know what I would do without you. Mwah.
Oh, what you like. You're lovely. I feel exactly the same way. I love working here. And so does Tilly. Look how she's cooking.
I love it,
just
Tilly.
For the podcast.
Super comfy. Speaking of the podcast, the first thing that we actually want to start today, my brain. What? Okay, so we have 3 segments. The first thing is that we'll have a giveaway, and then we actually have quite a few things on our needles that we want to share with you. And then the last portion of the podcast will be a quick glimpse into 2 things that are new in the shop. Giveaway time, though. We hit 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Yay! Thank you so much to everyone who is subscribed, has shared this podcast, has watched an episode, or maybe all 19 to this date. Has stuck with us through the technical difficulties that took us a little while to overcome. If you're new to this, maybe you start watching from the end backwards, because the first ones aren't very good, like, technology-wise. So, yeah. But we love it here. We really, really enjoy recording. We enjoy the conversations that we have with you, and we're super thankful. And our way to say thank you is with a little giveaway. So, what are we actually giving away? We're giving away a copy of our latest issue, Making Stories Magazine, issue 6, Skyward. It's going to be a print copy, but it also comes with a digital version. And we're going to, give away, in addition to that, a skein of Mominoki yarn in a colorway of your choice. The one that I grabbed here is called Dusty Rose, but we have, I think, 5 or 6 colorways, out of which almost all are still in stock, so you can choose any colorway that you like. And this is a yarn that will make an appearance a little later in the podcast as well, because I'm making something with it. It's perfect for socks, and one of these skeins will lead you to, if you want to do socks, a full pair of socks. So we hope you really enjoy this prize. This giveaway is open internationally, so no matter where you're based, you're more than welcome to enter. What do you need to do? So, you need to, well, obviously be watching this podcast, which you are, and you also need to be subscribed to the podcast. So if you're not, just hit that little subscribe button. And then the last thing is that we would love to know which colorway you would want to win. So just enter the colorway name down in the comment box below. We'll insert a little link to the yarn on our website so that you can take a look at the colorways that are available. Yay! Oh, I forgot. How long is this giveaway open? So by the time that this airs, it's going to be October 1st, and we decided we're going to leave it open until October 5th. So by October 5th, by the end of the day, You need to have your comment in, and then we'll be drawing a winner.
Yay, good luck everyone. That's a fun prize. And you get to hopefully there's a pair of socks in which Hanna Lisa is going to show off in a little while in there that uses that yarn. They're gorgeous. So yeah, it'd be a fun little autumnal knitting project.
Yep, very much so. Speaking of fun little autumnal knitting projects, I hear you've been working on something.
I have. So, unless you haven't noticed, in our house it's very much autumn because it's my favourite time of year. Well, autumn, winter, I'm here for it, and I've got very overexcited when I saw a new pattern out from Susan B. Anderson, which you might already be completely aware of this because I saw it all over Instagram, and I had to cast it on straight away, and that is... Look at these. They're so stinking cute.
Oh my God,
it's
so
a pattern.
cute.
It comes with so it's for making. You can make a garland with them, or you can do whatever you like. At the moment, I'm keeping mine in this little bowl. But I am going to be making a garland to go over the fireplace.
Oh.
And it comes with, so this is one of them.
Oh my God, that is so cute.
So it comes with a pumpkin, then like a little acorn, and then like this super cute leaf pattern, which is, this needs a little bit of blocking. It's got like, there, I'll put it in front of my face. It has like this little bit of lace here. Oh, they're so sweet. And then this pine cone, which I think is my favourite. Yeah, I think the pine cone might actually be my favourite thing out of all of them. They're so cute. This is one that takes the longest, and I did this one in the evening, and it does involve like picking up stitches and doing like a picot bind off. Picot? It's picot bind off.
Picot, yeah.
And yeah, so that one takes the longest, but then you get, it actually looks like a pine cone.
It does look
it's
like
so
a pine
cool.
cone.
I'm so,
Knitting
honestly,
is amazing.
I'm so excited by them. So I'm going to put the link below, but hopefully I will be giving updates on how this is going, because it's so much fun. You can just sit at night watching the new series of Sex Education, which I am all here for.
Don't spoil me. We haven't started yet. We're with the new season of Never Have I Ever, almost finished because it's awesome. But Sex Education.
I've only watched one. I've only watched one episode so far. I don't do any spoilers, but it's awesome. But that's what I was doing the other night. I was sat there. I also watched Knives Out. Have you ever watched Knives Out? That's a very autumnal film if anyone wants to watch it. It's really good. It's like a murder... I think you'd like it. It's like a murder mystery, and there's a lot of knitwear in it. So that's
okay, Knives Out. That goes on my watch list.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
So yeah, that got... I am knitting my betrayal socks, but I am afraid they got abandoned for a little while when I saw this pattern, because I was like, no, I have to. Look at the pumpkin. I got so excited. Tilly likes the pumpkin the best, I think. She tried to pinch it the other day. I have some more. I did a few more and they're knocking around somewhere, but so as soon as I've got my garland up, I'll send pictures and I'll do some in stories and show, but that's a super sweet pattern. I think Susan B. Anderson has done it, I think, for the Barrett Wool Company. I will double check that though, and I'll put all the links down below. But if you're in the market for a really sweet pattern that you just want to sit while you're watching Netflix and do some fun things, then I highly recommend it because it's so much fun.
Yay! Super cool.
Oh, yeah.
How about the socks though?
I have worked on the socks. They're right here.
You're like, oh!
I have done them. I wanted to have like an entire one done for the podcast, but pumpkins and
I know. I don't blame you. I would have done the same, I think. I'm very tempted with that garland. But look at those socks. Oh my god, they're so nice.
And I'm up to the point now where I don't have to look at the chart anymore because I can kind of just look back at what I've done. And so these are the vitriol socks. and I'm knitting size 2. I don't think I mentioned that last time. I originally cast on size 1 and then realised I had no idea what size my foot actually was. I thought I had like a foot circumference of 7.5 inches, and I was like, that's definitely my foot circumference. And then I think my foot's grown, which is really weird. But like width-wise, not length, just width-wise, it's very odd. So I undid it and cast on the size 2 again, and here we are. So I've gone from, I think I was at the heel when we did the last one, so I've only gone this far. But, you know, they don't call it slow fashion for nothing. I think they have me in mind when they called it that, because it takes me forever to do anything. But I still absolutely love them, and it's going to be, me and Chris are going to be in the car quite a bit over for next week. So I'll be able to sit and knit and these bad boys. So yeah, so those are my projects on the needles. But before we throw it over to you, I actually have something else to show everyone, because I ordered wool a little while ago for ley lines from issue 6. So ley lines was supposed to be my cast on project. Oh, there she is. Oh, it's a beaut. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to cast that one on. So that was going to be my cast on project, but it ended up being vitrail because, you know, shipping is delayed. There's all sorts of restrictions still in place with COVID. So this arrived with me only a couple of days ago. Beautiful. There, can we get it to just focus? There we go. So this is from by Laxton's. This is the yarn that we used for ley lines, and it smells like sheep. Oh. It's so good, and it makes it. It's called Sheepsoft Dk, and it's gorgeous. And I'm completely blanking on the name of the colorway. It begins with an A. I will put a link to it below. But it's this gorgeous. I want to say argyle, but that's wrong. It's this gorgeous dusky kind of blue color. It's actually a very of like the color palette that we did. It's a very skyward blue. Yeah. So yeah. Stunning. And I don't have anything this color, and I think I'm gonna like this color quite a lot. I haven't got anything.
It looks great on you, and I mean,
shade, so
I think this is gonna be stunning because it also works because you have lots of yellow things, and so it's gonna work really well with yellow.
Exactly, I do like my yellow. So I have a whole box of squishy yarn, and I can't wait. So yeah, I'm not gonna cast on ley lines just yet. I am gonna make sure I finish my vitrail socks. So this next time we do the podcast, I may have cast on, I may not, but I'm going to be taking my time, but really enjoying this over the autumn season, and yeah, so watch this space. Yay. So what is on your needles at the moment?
I have 3 projects actually that I wanted to share, and I'm going to start with the one that is living in my Wild Wood Stitches project bag.
Love it.
And I've been actually thinking I need to purchase some progress keepers, because when I was preparing for the podcast, I was asking myself where I was with this the last time, and I wasn't sure. And I think I have like 1 progress keeper from the stitch markers and progress keepers that you gifted me a couple of years ago, but no other progress keepers. So people, if you have any recommendations of like sustainably made progress keepers, or, you know, little small businesses that make really cute progress keepers, put them down in the comments below, because I'm in the market for some.
Yeah. I know I'm blank on the name. I just saw one from the Wandering Flock. Awesome yarn dyer on Instagram. She's now selling ones that are made of like ceramic and things. Ooh, I will send you the link later. I saw cute. Those. Yeah,
yay.
They're pretty.
So anyways, for bindweed, this is the first project that I want to talk about. This is going to be a very quick update, because the last time that I showed this, I think I had maybe started on the second sleeve, right?
Only a little bit though.
Okay.
Only slightly.
So I'm about halfway through the second sleeve. This is currently put on hold because I needed those needles for another project that I'm going to show you a little later. But this is super fun, and this is honestly my go-to at the moment for TV knitting, because the cable pattern is super intuitive and I just love it, and I want to have this done. So I'm still debating. We're also going to be in the car quite a while over the weekend. I'm debating whether I'm going to take this and just maybe finish it or something else. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, that's just a super quick progress update on Bindweed. Bindweed is a pattern by Xenia Nightjarn from our issue 5. If you want to hear more about it and the yarn that I'm using, episode 19 has a really good sort of lengthier section on Bindweed, and once I've finished it, we'll also have a longer finished object session on that. The project that I actually used those needles for is something that sat in my whip pile that is not very large, but for a good few months. And I don't really know, well, I do know why. I know because I actually needed those needles for Bindweed. Here's the thing with my needles. I'm a Chaogu devotee. I have one set of Chaogu interchangeable needles, and I don't think it's necessary for me to purchase more interchangeable needles from Chaogu because I have 2 hats. I can only physically knit with one pair of needles at the same time, which is why I do this thing of like, you know.
That's why the interchangeables are so good, because you can just whip them on and whip them off. So
totally. Oh! I need to sneeze.
Oh
no!
Oh.
Okay, it's fine.
Sneeze. Oh,
I think I'm
don't
fine.
repress it.
Ha! Okay. This is the best podcast.
It's not good
episode.
for you.
No? Okay. Look at this!
Oh, it's so cute. I love
Isn't
those
it
colours.
Cute? Yeah. So, this is a gift knit. I'm not expecting. I have a 2-year-old now. I'm not. I was gonna say I'm not in the market for a second one yet. That sounds really bad. Okay, this is not for me because I know that people will ask themselves, who is this for? This is for a friend of mine. And I figured I probably should pick this back up again because her due date is like now. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's just super cute, and I had forgotten how fast baby knits go. So let's talk a little bit about that, because I'm actually not sure when this made an appearance last time, probably like in episode 3 or something. So this is one of our own patterns. This is the Embrace pattern from our kids collection, which this was not planned, but I actually have a physical copy here because the kids collection is now available in print.
Yay.
So,
excuse me.
So this is Embrace. It's a beautiful color work pattern by Claire, that Claire did. It's knit top down, and you can see that it has this super cute color work section here, and then it also has some color work at the bottom, as you can see there. There. Oh, focus. Which I'm not doing. So I only did the color work portion in the yoke, and I also switched the lighter and the darker color. So in Claire's sample, the contrasting color, the color that you actually start with, is the lighter color, and the main color, the color of the body, is the darker color. And I thought it would be fun to switch things up, which I really like because it gives more of a color blocking effect. And that's also the reason why I decided to omit the color work at the bottom, because I felt like this is such a nice progression here, and then it just, is this
I
really
love
cute
that
body. Yeah, I picked this back up yesterday morning. And I had knit until here, and then I was on a call with a friend, and then I was about here, And then like I watched like an episode or two of Never Have I Ever, and then the body was done. So this is a super quick
Holy
knit.
smoke.
And that's also because the yarn that I'm using is a little bit bigger than the yarn that the pattern calls for. I'm using a DK weight, and I'm knitting this on 4mm needles, and I'm knitting the newborn size. And this is gonna fit a newborn up until like 2-3 months if the baby is sort of close to my baby. I didn't do any modifications, so the newborn in the original fingering weight yarn will be smaller, or sport weight, I think. But yeah, the yarn that I'm using for this is Garth & Moore Beacons. Beacons is Garth & Moore's dyed DK weight yarn, and the colorways are Koi, that's the beautiful pink,
so
and
pretty.
Marble, that is the pretty marbled cream, slightly marbled with gray. And Instagram actually helped me choose the colors because I can decide. There was Koi and another colorway in the running when I first started this, and people voted for Koi, and I love it. So yeah,
I love Koi. It's pretty. It's like a corally pink. It's
super pretty, and I'm really curious to see, because so far I've only used about half a skein of the Koi, and then I'm almost finished with my first skein of the marble. How much yarn this is actually going to take. So I still obviously have to do the sleeves, which is the other car knitting project that I'm contemplating. Beacons is, by the way, also in the shop, so we carry this yarn in case you like this and you want to knit your own version of it.
And it was interesting. I was actually helping a customer the other day who wanted to get some yarn for Embrace, and I suggested Beacons because it was the BC yarn that we used originally, which is like a sport weight. And those two yarns actually work really well as being a substitution. So yeah. So I'm excited to see what he picks as well. So I was helping do a little yarn shopping over the emails. Really,
the Beacons is super good, I think, for kids because it's really soft. It's a really good yarn.
It's soft, but it's also quite you can tell it's going to be quite hard wearing as well, so it's good for next to the skin, but it's also, when again those little elbows involved, it should work quite well.
It's also, honestly, like, if you have any questions on like yarn choices or color selection about anything that we have in the shop, just send us an email. We're always more than happy to help.
Definitely.
This is sitting in my own cute little The Knitter project bag, which I love so much. So this was my project number 2, and then the third one is the one that Claire already mentioned. That is knit in the Mominoki yarn that you can win, and that is my Orage socks.
Oh, they turned out so good.
Yes!
I love them.
I have finished one of the socks. Yay! It's not blocked yet, which is why it's a bit like, flopping around and not looking super even. But can we talk about this gorgeous cuff? Hello.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I really like it. So this is a pattern by Elena Soulier Jansa from our issue 6, and it's a cuff down sock, the first that I've knit in years, and I actually really enjoyed the process. It felt a little bit like you just want to get to the next bit, because you're knitting the cuff, and then you have the leg section, and then you have the heel flap section, and then you turn the heel, and then you pick it back up, and then you do the gusset decreases. It's like painting by numbers almost, you know? Like, you just have all of these stages. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Claire's like,
no, it makes total sense. No, it really does, because I found that as well, though, doing the vitriol, because I haven't knit socks in forever. I'm not really a sock knitter, and it's true though. I don't know why I stopped knitting them, because there's so much to do in like a short space of time. It kind of moves you to the next bit. So
totally. So yeah, so I have finished one, and then I cast on the cuff. So I'm about halfway through the cuff.
Such a fun cuff.
And I'm using the sage cutaway of the Mominoki yarn. So yeah.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
I think by the next time that we record, I might have an FO. One of these three things is going to be finished.
I think so too. I might not. I might not because I'm really slowing it down. Oh, hopefully I have my garland done. And
I was just going to say, unless you plan on like decorating your entire house with a garland like that, you probably will be finished with that.
Yeah. Because as well, I don't know. No, this would work for Christmas as well, but I'd like to have it up for, I'd like to have a little garland up for Halloween.
Okay, I think this concludes our works in progress section. And so the last thing that I want to share with you, or that we want to share with you, are two things that are in the shop now by the time that this airs. The first one is a really, really, really exciting yarn that we added in the form of kits. As you know, we have selected Tropfen as the cover sweater for our issue 6. This is a beautiful top-down colorwork sweater designed by Julia Exner, and it's in lovely naturally dyed yarn by Annabelle Williams, who's based in the UK. And because yarns that are from the UK are pretty hard to get right now here in continental Europe because of Brexit, we teamed up with Annabelle to create 3 different kits for Tropfen, and those are in the shop now. So we have one kit in the original colors. This is limestone, the main color, and this is flower pot, the contrasting color. This is how they look together. Super pretty.
Ooh, it's pretty.
Yeah. We also have something for the more neutral loving folks amongst us. That is the natural gray. And then this is the main color. And then as a contrasting color, this beautiful, slightly cooler blue gray that's called Water's Edge. And this is super, super stunning. I think this would look so lovely. Good. And the third color combination is on the warmer end of the color spectrum. And it's these two beauties. So the main color is called Golden. It's this reminds me of golden milk, like this colorway. Like it's a really, really, really pretty pink.
Yeah.
And because it's dyed on a gray base, it's not flat at all, but it actually has a lot of depth. And the contrasting color is called Olive, and it is very true olive. All of these are dyed in the yarn that Annabelle used for providing Julia with a sweater quantity for sample, which is her Darwin 4-ply, and this is 100% Falklands merino, and it's 400 meters on 100 grams, so classic fingering weight. Each kit comes with the yarn that you need for your size, one of these cute project bags, and there's also an option for you to add a copy of issue 6 to it, which has the pattern in it. And so if you don't have issue 6 yet, you can just complement the kit with that, and then you have everything that you need in order to knit this stunning sweater. We're going to be linking to all of the shop details down below. We just thought it's always nicer if you kind of can see the yarn and the sample in person on video. The other thing that is going to be in the shop by the time that this is live is something that is really, really exciting, because it's our first foray into notions other than this bag that we carry. We've both been super huge fans of Katie Green's work for the longest time. Katie is one of the loveliest people that I've ever had the pleasure to meet in any way, shape, or form. And also, in the yarn world, it's just, I don't know. It was always so nice when I got to see her in person, which, the last time was at EWF. about 2 years ago. So yeah, anyways, when we first started talking about which projects we wanted to add to the shop, Katie actually jumped to the top of our list, and we're super, super pleased that we carry some of her notions now. The first one is actually one that I purchased from her at that show where I saw her last, and this is her British Sheep Breeds tea towel. So this is this is a tea towel that Katie herself designed. It's 100% cotton, sewn and printed in the UK. And I'm going to show it in all its glory. It's actually huge. Oops.
Oh.
Right. It's huge.
I love it.
It's super nice.
It's
obviously
fun.
you can dry your dishes with it, but you can also just put it in a frame, hang it on the wall, have it next to your desk, have it next to your bed, have it thrown over your sofa. All of these, I think, are great ideas for this.
Yeah,
so,
I love it.
It's super,
I
super,
love her
super
work.
cute. Oh, it's so good. Like, it's serious. It's so good. And just look at the level of detail of those sheep.
I know.
Like,
I actually have some of her fabric waiting in my stash until I feel like I'm a good enough sewer, which might take some while.
Yep.
To make a shirt from it. So I'm working my way up to making myself a British Sheep Breeds blouse. Oh, that was really hard to say. A shirt. I shouldn't have said blouse. It was too many B's. But no, the detail, you're absolutely right. The detail on the sheep, it's the same with the fabric. It's so much fun. I love it.
It's super nice. I really, really like it. So that is one of the things that we'll have in the shop from her. The next one is gonna be a little hard to show it, so we're gonna insert a couple of pictures here, because you see what I mean? How do we show the stamps? I mean, I can show them, so you can see that they're like
show them
proper stamps. So, we have two different stamps.
We're having one of those days.
By Katie, we are. By Katie. One of her larger ones that actually, we'll see if that actually shows up. It's a ball of yarn.
Oh no, you can see that. Yeah,
surrounded. You can? Okay. So it's a ball of yarn. Now it's blurry. Hello.
We'll definitely insert some photos so you can see them more
it's
clearly.
A ball of yarn surrounded by plants, and it says handmade. And I think this would be super, super cute for, any kind of postcard or a gift tag or anything that you wanna stamp and maybe put like in a package or something. So this is the larger one, and then excuse me, we also have a smaller one. So this is size comparison. That also says handmade and has a little ball of yarn in it, but it's a slightly different design. So where the bigger one is a bit more playful, maybe. This is a little more, I don't know, a little less playful, simple, I would say. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I love both. They're super cute, and we'll also have them in the shop.
I love the smaller one because it's going to be really good to do, because I always lose the back of my sweaters. Yeah. So I think it'd be really good to make like a label just to like quickly stitch in there.
Totally. Yeah. I really, really like those two. The third thing that we'll have, which I'm really obsessed with, is washi tape. Hello. So Katie has this, I mean, I'm obsessed with washi tape anyways. I use it for anything and everything. But Katie has this great idea of having sheet printed on washi tape. So it comes in a white, in a natural craft paper, type of brown, and in a black. And super, super, super cute. So yeah, those are the new products that we'll have in the shop. by the time that this goes live, there will be links in the down bar below to all of those, and we hope you like some of them. If you have any questions on those, do let us know. And also, don't forget to let us know which colorway you'd like to win in order to enter the giveaway. So, I think that's it.
I think that's it as well. Oh, that was nice.
It was.
Yay.
I love catching up with you, but I also love catching up with all of you. It just feels like such a nice way to connect.
And this is a really nice way to kick off autumn. So I hope you're all having a nice, wherever you are, if whether it's getting all chilly or maybe it's getting really warm where you are and it's not really autumn. But let us know in the comments below. Let us know where you are, what you're knitting, and happy new season to you all, wherever you are.
Yes, happy new season. See you here again in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye.